my God, how do they walk away in movies without flinching when it explodes behind them? There's no way! I call bullshit on that! I need an MRI! I've got soft tissue damage! There's no way I don't have soft tissue damage!
Yeah, there was actually a gate over here. I could have easily just walked in that way, but I decided to take it the hard way. 'Cause that's how I am sometimes. Hey guys, happy Thursday. Today I want to talk about my experiences with failure in my garden and how I dealt with it. So my first experience of failure that I remember was back in 2014. It was a super rainy, stormy day. And I remember just looking outside and seeing my plants get absolutely torn apart and demolished by wind and rain. And it was a very emotional time for me because I had worked so hard on my garden and, you know, I was just kind of devastated. So I remember looking out the window and I thought my garden had no hope. Here's a little clip I took of the aftermath of the storm.
Hello, this is Lucas, and we just recently had a huge rainstorm, and I wanted to do an aftermath video. So, this is our pool, and yeah, if you can see that, a chair, a towel, and a footrest thingy fell into our pool. So there's the diving board. Now, it was right there, and it went from there to there. That's nuts. And if you think that's bad, just look at my garden. See that? Look at that. Look at that. It's a mess. It's a mess. See, it's a mess. Look at those tomato plants. It's a mess. Oh my gosh, it's a mess. I think everything will survive, but it's pretty messy right now. Just fixing some things. These are my cantaloupe plants. Oh well. They were doing good until now.
So as you can see by that footage, it's very bad quality. The audio is horrible. But the point is, I was absolutely distraught. And, you know, it was a temporary failure, I guess you could say. It wasn't a full-on failure because later that season, my plants did a complete redirect, a complete bounce back, and they ended up actually doing very well. So one of the lessons I learned from this is that, you know, sometimes you think things are worse than they actually are. So always try to keep things into proportion and stay hopeful, you know, be faithful, because, you know, nature usually just wants to survive, right? So you just gotta be hopeful, and hopefully things will turn out in the garden. Another instance of failure I remember, this was a more profound instance of failure because it was actually a major failure for me. So that year I rented a plot because I wanted to grow a lot of pumpkins, but I didn't have enough space in my front yard or my backyard to grow them. So I bought this plot, and it was about a 20-minute drive from my house. And of course, at that age, I don't have my driver's license. I can't drive out there. So I had to get my mom to drive me out every week. And you know, she works, my dad works, so I could only get out there about once a week. So what does that mean? Well, it means that I couldn't, you know, properly manage my pumpkin plants. I was growing giant pumpkins, I was growing jack-o'-lanterns, and I was also growing acorn squash, and I planted a couple tomato plants. But what happened was I got major pest infestations. I had, you know, crazy amounts of cucumber beetles and squash vine borers, and I couldn't get out there enough to really take care of the plants. I couldn't get out there, you know, I would have needed to be out there at least 3 or 4 times a week to monitor the pests and, you know, pick them off, spray the leaves. You know, I tried different things. I tried garlic spray, I tried neem oil, I tried all this different stuff. Bottom line is, I wasn't able to get out there enough, and the plot was actually right next to a big field of weeds. And this field of weeds was obviously harboring all these different pests and insects. And so it was a bad place to be growing plants. The soil was absolute garbage. It was complete clay. You know, it could barely be worked. I definitely should have amended it, but I didn't have enough money and resources to do that. And what happened was my plants just pretty much kicked the can, okay? I'm gonna show you some pictures right now. As you can see, these plants are super yellow, they're super unhealthy looking, and it was just a complete bust. I actually did end up getting 1 or 2 pumpkins forming, but they didn't really pan out the way I hoped. They stayed very small and immature. And I also, I got maybe 1 or 2 acorn squash, but they were really flavorless. So overall, just a complete bust, complete failure. And yeah, what I learned from that is if you're not able to maintain a garden or something in your life, there's really no point in starting it, because you're just gonna end up being frustrated with yourself that, you know, it didn't work out. So, you know, failure is part of life. It happens in the garden, it happens in life, and you just gotta deal with it, you just gotta roll with the punches. And that's what I did. And I've had a lot of successes in my gardens. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you'll see all these harvests I have. See, I've had quite successful seedlings and all that stuff, but...
Oh, you're out here?
Yeah, I'm filming a video right now, Trevor.
Sorry,
for Lucas Grows Best.
Sorry, I messed you up, right?
That's alright, that's alright. I'm gonna put this in the video, though.
Me?
Yeah.
No, you're not putting me in.
No, just your voice.
What?
Alright guys, so that pretty much caps off today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to smash that like button. Let's see if we can get 200 likes on this video. And also, please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. New videos coming soon, every day. So stick around, and I'll see you next time. Peace. I'm out.